Welcome to the Comics Cube, everyone. Today we are doing my first unboxing. I believe it's my first unboxing. We got a package from Anino Comics. Anino means shadow in Tagalog, which is one of the languages of the Philippines, and personally, the one I speak. So let's open it up, see what we got. Okay, so first up, we've got this pen. It's a nice pen. I could always use more pens. We've got a note here from Anino Comics, so I'll translate it as best as I can with the caveat that I am not a professional translator. So what I'm probably going to do is just a word substitution, which is not the best way to translate. So, salamat comics fans. So, salamat is thank you in Tagalog, and comics is comics, and fans is fans. So, maraming salamat sa inyong walang sawang pagtangkilik sa Anino Comics. So, many thanks for your non-stop and continuous support of Anino Comics. Sa bawat pahina na inyong binabasa, binibili o binabahagi, kaisa namin kayo sa layuning mapagyaman ang sining ng Pinoy Comics. So for every page that you read, buy, or share, we are one with you in this endeavor to enrich the art of Filipino comics, or the Filipino comic scene. This is something that I am trying to do this year. I did say over on my Patreon that I am going to put a bit more of a spotlight on Filipino comics. So the whole explanation is over on my Patreon. So go check it out. I have a QR code over here on the right side, and actually another QR code where you can see the book that we will be displaying today over on the upper right. Sa aming mga mambabasa, kayo ang buhay ng industriya. So to our readers, you are the lifeblood of the industry. Kayo ang nagbibigay ng plataforma upang maipakita ang talento ng mga Pilipino at maibahagi ang husay at ganda ng ating comics sa buong mundo. So you are the ones who provide the platforms so that the talent of Filipino comics are seen, and the skill and beauty of our comics is shared across the world. Higit sa lahat, salamat sa pagsuporta sa pangarap ng mga alagad ng sining na maging boses ng lipunan at tagapaghayag ng katotohanan. So, more than anything, thank you for supporting the dreams of the people of the people who create these arts, of the artists, to be the voice of our society and the tellers of truth. Kasama ninyo, patuloy naming sisikaping maglathala ng mga kwentong tumatatak at nagbibigay inspirasyon sa bawat Pilipino. So, along with you, we will continue to create stories that stick in the minds and give inspiration to each Filipino. Lubos na nagpapasalamat. Many thanks. Anino Comics. All right, let's check this out. So, what we have here is, so we have a t-shirt for, okay, so this is for this comic called LUNAtics, but I think for reasons I will explain in a bit, it should be pronounced LUNAtics. So here we are with the characters of this comic, LUNAtics. That's hard. So I may just be saying lunatics from time to time. Okay, so we also have a pad, which is great because I have a pen, right? So I have a new pen and a pad, and that's great. We have some stickers and a bookmark for LUNAtics, and a bookmark for Anino Comics, cultivating the art of Pinoy comics. For those not in the know, Pinoy is a word that means Filipino. Okay. So this is a Heist comic, and because it's a Heist comic, each character seemingly gets a wanted poster. So Vincent, Baog, Nato, Leo, and Bernie. Okay. You know what? I'll get to this postcard later. So. Oh, a press release. Okay. So the press release, basically, I'm not going to read this out loud. Essentially, it says that from the creators of Josefina, which is another excellent comic, comes LUNAtics, written by Russell Molina and drawn by Ace Enriquez. So, Over here on this postcard, you will see a scene from the book, and it takes place in the National Museum of the Philippines. And what you have here is four of the main characters looking at a painting called the Spolarium by national artist Juan Luna. And here is the comic, LUNAtics, again by Russell Molina and Ace Enriquez. Oh, huh! I didn't realize there was a thing here. You know what? That's great. That's great. I could always use another water jug, you know, depending on the occasion. That's great. Thank you very much, Anino Comics. That is great. Okay, so let's open up this comic, LUNAtics. So you'll see here, kalalabas lang ni Vincent ng kulungan, pero nakaisip na agad siya ng panibagong nanakawin. So Vincent just got out of prison, but he has already thought of the next thing that he's going to steal. So this is a heist comic. At ngayon, hindi lang secure ng museo ang kailangan niyang harapin. So it's not just the security guard of the museum that he needs to face, kundi pati ang sugat ng nakaraan at ang tanong na hindi siya tinatantanan. So it's not just the security guard he has to face, but he also has to face, wounds of past trauma, and the one question that he cannot stop asking himself, which is, ano ba talaga ang hinahanap niya? What is he really looking for? So LUNAtics. So the reason it's called LUNAtics is because, again, the painting, which is the painting that they're trying to steal, is the most famous painting in Philippine history, I think. Somebody might come in the comments and say that something else is more famous, but I do think it's this painting. It is. The Spolarium basically depicts the aftermath of a gladiatorial battle in the Roman Empire. See, the thing is, back in the day, when the Spanish had control of the Philippines, it was forbidden to talk badly about them. So any social commentary that was taking place had to be done through things like allegory and metaphors. So this was actually, despite the fact that it was a commentary on how the Spanish colonizers treated Filipinos. Okay, so what we have here is LUNAtics, and let me just open that up. See, I'm not going to flip through the whole book because that would contain spoilers, but let me just say that Russell is a dude who I did not intend to actively buy everything that he's done, right? But as it is, I have bought everything that he's done. I have a copy of every comic that he's ever made, so I guess he's one of my favorite writers. Thank you, Russell. You're awesome. And Ace is also a pretty great artist. He actually is one of the artists that got me into the Filipino comic scene back when I was trying to get back into it, when I moved back here in 2007. So that's pretty cool. So again, in the National Museum of the Philippines, there is a gigantic painting called the Spolarium, which depicts the aftermath of a Roman gladiatorial battle and is meant to be symbolic of Spanish colonial rule. In this book, LUNAtics, a young man is freshly out of prison, gathers his friends together to steal the Spolarium. So it's a heist comic. And this is what it looks like, like really stark black and white artwork. You can tell they're troublemakers, but you can also tell they're thinking a lot about stuff, reflecting on their lives and stuff. Sometimes you'll get these sequences, these dream sequences that Vincent, is experiencing, and they are in watercolor, and they're painted and in full color, while he himself is still in black and white. Right? So he's got to go through all of this trauma, all of this soul searching, and he's got to go find exactly what it is he's looking for, all the while trying to steal the most famous painting in the Philippines, which you'll see here is 4.22 meters in height and 7.675 meters in width. So that is 13.8 feet by 25.2 feet for those of you not using the metric system. So this is a pretty cool comic that has, really stark and clear artwork with colored dream sequences by Ace Enriquez. And the themes that are featured in this story include absentee and abusive parental dynamics, loyalty among friends, and dealing with childhood trauma. So it's all in Tagalog, which I appreciate because Lord knows I don't actually speak in that language as much as I should, or read it or write it as much as I should. So it's nice to get as much of this as I can. I do hope that one day it gets translated into English. Man, this is a pretty cool comic. And the thing is, it's a heist comic, which has all of the conventions of a heist comic. So there's the planning, there's the execution, and then there's what comes after. If you are interested in getting LUNAtics, you can get it from Shopee, which is, I'll give a QR code up here on the upper right side of your video. But also, the thing is, on March 15th at Philippine Book Fair in Megatrade and SM Mega Mall, you will also be able to see Russell and Ace, and they will sign your copies for you. So, thank you again. Thank you, Anino Comics. I really appreciate this whole goodie bag.